Greetings all, Shane Bruce, Restomod Daisy. And today we've got a customer gun that came in. He's been talking to me off and on for, maybe 6 months about doing this job. Finally said, hey, come on, send it on down and we'll see what we can get done. So it's here. In the meantime, he's had his model 1938B painted. And let's take a look at the receiver here. As you can see, it's painted. It's painted to the point where you can't read much of anything on it without a magnifying glass. I had to break out the super binocular peepers to determine what the roll stamp said. I can tell you down here on this roll stamp, it does say in a globby kind of way, made in USA. So we know this is a pre-Chinese gun, which is American made, made in America.
You guys see a daisy on it.
Yeah, I like that. Well, the paint job's pretty good. It's on it thick, it's on it, nice and tight. Going to be a good finish for the gun over the years. The only issue is it's paint, so now we have trouble reading the roll stamps. But probably most people don't care too much about that, but I do. Anyway, he got the gun back from the paint job, and he started putting it together, and when he got it back together, it just really wouldn't shoot. And that was kind of mystifying to me because they're very simple elemental mechanisms. But when we cracked it open, and here's another thing I've never had before. He shipped me 4 triggers with the gun. Now, this is the current production bear trap trigger, and it will not fit this receiver. If you'll notice here at the back of the receiver, you'll see those 2 plates, that little trough right there. Can you make that out?
Yeah.
Or do I need to get a better light?
It's made out.
All right. This plate here has to be sectioned to be used with the bear trap trigger, because that's where the bear trappy part. This is the bear trap. This is what would trap a bear, should you try. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's an Alaskan guide technique, I hear. Anyway, so that's got to have clearance to travel. So in the current production gun, this piece here is missing, this little shelf part here, to allow that bear trap to operate. So this trigger, the bear trap trigger, will not fit in this gun unless we cut the bear trap off, which is an option, but there are 3 other triggers to pull from, and kind of like Goldilocks, there's 3 choices. Well, this trigger, no, we can't use that because it's cracked. It's giving it up. It's going to give up the ghost before you know it. It is a push-through safety, but it feels like the ball detent fell out somewhere along the way, so it's basically non-functional. I'm willing to bet that this was the trigger that was originally in the gun. Now, this trigger has a detent. The ball detent's working, and when you engage the sear, it comes up, but sometimes it decides it doesn't want to work. Okay, now we should be able to recock it without resetting the safety, and it works. He's doing it now, but it wasn't doing it before. Oh, there we go. It was doing that. Okay. So you would get, that would be a vexing thing to have in your gun. The third trigger, kind of like Goldilocks' porridge, is just right. It works. The safety ball detent is in place. The receiver isn't cracked. You can engage it, and it works. You can engage it, and it works. So the simple method is to put this back in. It's in fairly good nick. Springs are present. Ball detent's in present. No cracks. No stress marks on the trigger. So problem solved there. Unless he wants me to bobcat this, because this is a newer trigger. You'll see some mechanical and physical differences between the two, primarily in the fact that it's got a little stouter spring on the backside, a little heavier trigger than this unit would have, which might be a plus or it might be a minus. I don't know. But the crux of the problem is getting back to paint. All right.
Paint.
He mentioned in his email to me that he believed that maybe they didn't clean out the gun of blast media after they blew all the rust and bad paint off the surface and the spray paint on it. They didn't bother cleaning it out. Well, I'm telling you, he's right. Here's the first clue. See that? That's an oil here hole.
Hold on. Oh.
It's not a put your blast media here hole.
What is that?
What do you think? What does it look like?
Media.
Looks like little bits of sand, don't it? What do they call that machine?
Pebbles of time.
A sand blaster. Oh, look at this. We got a little bit more up here at the spring anchor point.
Dang, man.
But the real revealing one is, look what's on the plunger.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got to get a tight shot on that. Look at that. It is ground into the compression cup. It's ground into the foam washer. It's absolutely just.
Yeah, there's some downsides to
It's
leather
just
sometimes,
packed
I
full of
suppose.
sand. And we'll do the interior shot here. Here's the shot.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah, kind of. It's not as dramatic as it is in person, I'm going to be honest. But I think
They can't see the crud down at the bottom.
all the way to the bottom now. But I think that's just lighting issues on our end of things. Yeah. It's bad. Just take our word for it.
It's bad. It's terrible. It's horrible. Matter of fact,
I know it's bad.
It's so bad you can't see the bore. You can't see through the bore. So it's all packed into the barrel assembly as well. Now that may involve having to drive the shot tube and abutment assembly out of the gun to get it clean enough to work.
Oh.
We don't know. But if we have to do that, we can. And actually, it might be an opportunity for an upgrade because I'm pretty sure that this barrel is not a seamless barrel. Matter of fact, I know for a fact it isn't because, as I'll point out here in just a minute with my super sharp pencil.
Gorgeous.
See that little line down there? Let's get in better light.
Oh, yeah,
Okay, you see that little line down there?
Yes.
You can see that one? Yeah, that's a seam.
Yes.
So we have an opportunity to replace this abutment assembly with a new abutment assembly with a seamless tube, and that'll give us a little more velocity. And we'll probably end up doing that. I'll end up doing what he wants to do. The stock was also refinished, and it's got, I think, some poly on it. You know, it's got a real slick feel to it, but it really didn't do much for the logo. You know, and there's some dings here that probably should have been addressed. I don't know if the guys that painted the gun did the stocks, or the stocks were done by somebody else. I don't know. I mean, they're different color. They look nice. They're really shiny.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care for that. I like that matte finish on a working gun, and to my mind, Daisy Red Ryders are working guns. So anyway, there we have it.
Everybody's different.
Whoever ran the paint shop has a sideline in sand distribution. And also, whoever ran the paint shop isn't checking work, because you shouldn't be able to see that kind of crap in the inside of something that was painted after you blasted it.
I feel like you forget you're taller than me sometimes.
Well, here, maybe I'm just obsessed with trying to get enough illumination on it. So,
oh, that's so much. See, I feel like
so
you
that folks
kind of forget that I'm
yeah, you can almost see down to the base there.
Almost. Oh, it's so crusty.
It is crusty. So we'll get all of that junk out of there. We'll get it put back together. We'll do some tests and see what works well, works not so well, and then get with the customer and get it back to him. Hopefully this won't take forever and a day, maybe just a day. That's all we've got for you today, kids. This is Shane Bruce with Restomod Daisy, signing off.